I am the clapper loader. Wow, I just started into that. I didn't even say anything. Okay. I am the clapper loader, and without me, there are no movies. I will interchangeably use films and movies depending on the mood, but today I'm using movies because I'm talking about one of my favorite movies. You may hear my neighbors in the background. They'll let their kids out. It happens. But today I'm talking about The Matrix. And I'm talking about The Matrix 4 and why this movie scares me. Aside from the obvious, can we just give a round of applause? I don't even have any applause buttons or anything, but can we give a round of applause to Lawrence Fishburne, who back in the way back in the day was billed as Larry Fishburne, but went back to Lawrence. I think it's, I like Lawrence better. Larry, it sounds like your neighbor, like Three's Company. But can we just give a round of applause to Lawrence Fishburne? And can we deeply say, from the bottom of my, I can say from the bottom of my heart, Lawrence Fishburne is missed in The Matrix 4. I don't know how they were able to piece together a movie without the cast. It's not like Ghostbusters, you know. It's not like you don't have Lawrence Fishburne. He's there. He's alive. Okay? He's not like Hal Ramis, you know. Like, you can't do a Ghostbusters 3 without Hal Ramis if Hal Ramis was alive. Right? You'd want to have the original 3/4 with, you know, the additional cast members, Sigourney Weaver and, why can't I think of the little guy's name? Rick Moranis, of course. So, yeah, there's no, that they are the Ghostbusters team, right? Oh, and Ernie Hudson. Oh, my God. Ernie Hudson. So I used to make a joke about Ernie Hudson that says he's that black guy in every movie. Well, you can make that joke about a lot of black guys in every movie. But back to Lawrence Fishburne, who's that black guy in every movie too. I don't know how they're going to do this Matrix thing. And it scares me because The Matrix, to me, The Matrix is number 5 on my top 10 list of films on the planet. And if you think about it, if you go into your mind right now, close your eyes, think about Lawrence Fishburne not being in The Matrix. Would it have even happened? Would the lightning in the bottle that The Matrix was have happened? Who could you have cast in that role to be as electric as Lawrence Fishburne is? I can't even fathom who that would have been. With his burly voice and his screen presence, man. And he can give you a side eye that would make you go climb in the bed and put the blankets over your head. I mean, he is Morpheus. And please note that I'm not taking anything away from Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, because he has an extraordinary screen presence as well. He's just not Lawrence Fishburne. He's like Lawrence Fishburne light, because he hasn't done as much work, okay? That's what I'm saying. But having Trinity back, Carrie-Anne Moss, is amazing. I'm so glad that we're tapping the glass ceiling of being over 40 and in a movie and not replaced. So there's a tiny little piece of glass crack in the ceiling on that. When it cracks completely through, you'll know. But, oh my gosh, it was very nice to have her back. I don't know if she was even doing much. I know that she did some shows that I don't watch, so if she was off my film radar, so to speak. I guess since, I can't think of the title of the movie, but it's the movie with David Morse and Shia LaBeouf, and she played the mom, I believe. Anyhow, you can look that up. But also, I'm kind of laughing because I've read a lot of comments and watched a ton of videos about everyone's saying, hey, guess what? John Wick is now Neo. Or maybe he already always was in like an alternate universe. Because Keanu said, I am not shaving, y'all. I'm leaving my hair long. Do not cut this hair. Do not shave my beard. Somehow we're going to integrate my new style, my new swag into the character of Neo. It doesn't work. Look, I'm just in love with the story of the Matrix. And so that is why I am willing to put aside some of these things. I do not forgive, and I will not forget that Lawrence Fishburne is out of the movie. I don't know how you could do that. And Hugo Weaving also. Like, how do you not have your original cast members that are alive return for the 4th installment? But you're going to have, like, Wilson Lambert, I believe is his name, back. And he's from the second Matrix. I ran out on opening day. Oh, my gosh. I ran out on opening day to see Matrix Reloaded. And I, at that time, had my favorite theater. I sat in the 10th row from the front, in, like, the 10th seat in the middle. So I had my, like, space where I was like, yeah, this is my spot. And I was like, okay, yeah. What did I just watch? And when The Matrix Revolutions came out, I went also because it's part of the whole trilogy. And I have to say that in my mind, Alien 3 is not canon. Sorry. I walked out of Alien 3 and got my money back. I was not playing. That's bull. Anyhow, I went opening day too back then. Anyhow, yeah, so with The Matrix 4, or The Matrix Revolutions and Matrix Revolutions and Reloaded. Those are not, I don't consider those canon either. Just like there's some really, they're okay. There's some Canadian movies. I guess they were made for like cable or maybe Canadian TV, but they are of the, RoboCop. They are RoboCop movies that are Canadian, and they're actually pretty good, but they're not like part of the RoboCop canon. So there's some movies that are not part of canon that I like the RoboCop movies, Prime Directive, RoboCop Prime Directive movie series. I think there's 3 of them. They're pretty good. And there are some movies that are part of canon, like Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions, that are painful to watch. They're just so painful. I actually tried watching Speed Racer the other day because I was getting back to the Wachowski thing. I made it like an hour in. I don't know why I couldn't do it anymore. And again, this is all of that I just said is why I'm afraid. I'm afraid that they have taken my number 5 favorite film of all time, and they're gonna just make it a mess. And it's scary because I really love The Matrix, the first one, the one that I saw in the movie theater 19 times. Yeah, that one. That was a classic the day that it came out. We all knew they were doing something like totally unique and totally original. And every movie that you saw or watched from 2000 till around 2010 had some influence from The Matrix in it. And everyone started getting all techie and goth and computers and phones and well, there is only one, right? There is only one. There is only one Neo. There's only one Matrix. So, that's my rant. I'm just nervous. As much as I'm looking forward to it. I will be watching it in theaters. If it's on an IMAX screen, I will be watching it in IMAX. Actually, I just saw The Matrix. They had an event at my local theater. I would say maybe, was this back in 2019? Probably. And I took my family to see The Matrix. And I'm just like, they wanted to talk. I'm like, who's talking? The Matrix is on. It's like, hello. Who's not watching this? I saw it. It was great. It was in Dolby with like the really, really black blacks. So, and the really awesome the sound that was redone for the film. I was like, man, I could have sat in that theater for the rest of the day with them just looping that movie over and over and over and over again. Seeing it on the big screen again. So actually I saw it 20 times, counting the last time. Yeah, that's my rant. Are you as nervous as I am? Are you wondering what could they possibly do? Because even the trailers look like rehash. Even the trailers are just touching on beats that you loved from The Matrix. It doesn't seem like anything original or unique. I guess it can't be completely original because it is The Matrix, but it doesn't seem like anything unique. Like, I've seen this before. Are you just gonna, like, film Keanu Reeves older doing young Keanu Reeves stuff? Well, we have just a few more months before we get answers to this. And I'm just going to put my expectations down to a 0. Not expect anything. I'm not watching any more trailers for it. I'm just going to go in with what I have in my mind now, which is Jonathan Groff. Really? That hurts because I really like Kristoff in Frozen. And for those of you that know, he is the voice of Kristoff with Anna and Elsa in Frozen. And I don't know how that's gonna like totally take me out because I've watched Frozen a gazillion times and I know that voice. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. Jonathan Groff cannot make his voice his own anymore. He's done forever. He's always gonna be Kristoff. Too bad for him. So, I mean, that's good because Kristoff, I like Frozen-ish. I kind of like Frozen. It was okay. The second one, oh God, painful. We'll never watch again. But I can tolerate the first one. But Jonathan Groff, I mean, like, okay, so, and then you have, like, Doogie Howser, whatever. These two characters in the trailer are not compelling to me. They don't do anything for me. I'm just like, what are we watching? Please don't mess it up. Like, fix it if you can. You have time. Wachowski. Yeah, I know just one Wachowski, but Wachowski, you have time. Wachowski. You have time to fix it. Please fix it. Make The Matrix 4 what everyone wanted The Matrix Reloaded to be. And then we can just skip Reloaded and Revolutions and then add 4 to our canon and we can just go 1 to 4. How's that? Because I guarantee you, if it does well, if it's really compelling, it's going to be like, we're going to keep reliving this Keanu renaissance. But if it's bad, I don't see how anybody's going to live it down. And the only one that's going to be happy is Larry Lawrence Fishburne, who's like, well, I wasn't in that mess. Okay, guys. That's my rant for The Matrix 4. Are you looking forward to it? Are you not looking forward to it? Tell me yes or no below. Tell me why. And as always, I am the Clapper Loader. And without me, there are no movies.